Welcome to DJ TV.
Yes, so my people, greet you now. Oh, I not say Festus Keyamo. Now he be the new Minister of Aviation. And ever since they don't swear they enter as minister for this their new position, so but they catch all of them. But they catch them, they want show what they want offer, this and that. They never know what they enter. Right now, the spokesperson of Nigeria Airlines have been a Nigeria Air, what they call them? They call Obiora Okonkwo. He don't come outside though. This man don't come talk about Nigeria Airways. He talks in Nigeria Airways. He said the setback and problem with the Festus Keyamo not go fit. He said the thing go shock her because the whole katakata way for this Nigeria Airways. If plenty no be so. My people, look at watch this video for my right. When I use this smart talk, I'm not gonna forget to like her.
I commend Arise TV station for their cooperation and understanding in making our own side of story heard timely out there. As of the action of the minister, we've commended this action. I, as the spokesperson of AON, had a press release yesterday, and that has really been widely publicized. We think he took the right decision. Honorable Minister Festus Keyamo SN is the only surviving minister from the last administration. So I do not think that anything about Nigeria should be anything new for him, because some of these shenanigans were passed through the FEC. He may have been seeing that from outside as just another minister attending the FEC. But now that he's on a mission to Minister of Aviation, probably with all the best of intentions, he will have the first-hand opportunity to see the original documents and then see deeply what it is all about. And I have no doubt that from the press release or conference he gave, the intention of the suspension is to review the true position of things. So I have no doubt that when he looks deeply right inside there, he will see things that will be more shocking than he had ever imagined. And all he will need to do is just to close the books and walk away from Nigeria forever. Because for us, we know so much more that we were able to say before the national television to the public. Like I've always said, we're not whistleblowers, we're not after anybody, but there were a whole lot of shameful things that took place there, which I want to believe that for the Honorable Minister, who had demonstrated a good sense of purpose and intention and commitment to do the best for the industry, he will see nothing encouraging there for him to continue with that. But I don't want to preempt the outcome of his further investigation, but we still maintain that everything about Nigeria Air is not for any other interest of the people of the industry, but it was self-serving.
Self-serving.
Yeah.
Now, perhaps that's why the National Carrier Project has continued to suffer one setback after another from one successive minister to another. But then, what would be your counsel over and beyond what you've said? What would be your suggestions to the new minister if he's going to make a wide departure from history?
Well, he should be committed to nothing except for common good. The only stake he will have in this mission to that aviation ministry should be nothing for common good. His stake should be the stake of the stakeholders. It should be the stake of the off-takers who are the operators, and then with the best intention to expand the economic horizon for Nigeria, increase our GDP, which I still believe that the aviation industry is a low-hanging fruit. They need to discover it. They should sit down, listen to us, and see areas that something can be done quickly. The good enough thing about it is that it doesn't require so much money from the government. It will only be just doing the right thing by putting the right policies in place and ensuring that it's properly implemented. If he does that, I have no doubt that if you aggregate the outcome, as long as he will be the Minister of Aviation, he would have left a whole lot of legacy that will leave his mark in the aviation industry for a very long time to come.
Power play, Professor, power play, government intervention, these are some of the factors that have been responsible for the failure of this project over the years. When and how will Nigeria depart from these limiting factors and really move in the interest of the masses?
Well, you said power play and government intervention. It's not really. It's more of selfish interest. The selfish interest overrides every other factor you have enumerated. So as long as this selfish interest is set aside, you may have the best of intentions. For instance, we the operators were part of the aviation roadmap. We were attending the meetings, we were following up the discussions up to the point that recommendations were submitted to the ministry, and then it was hijacked. Nobody else knew what was going on with the recommendation, and everything out of that recommendation was being implemented to the opposite. So that is the problem, because that's when the selfish interests come in. For instance, in the aviation roadmap, you still have outstanding the issue of MRO or the issue of a leasing company. And now we're already discussing with the new minister. We will make our own submission to him very soon. But we still maintain that government has no business in aviation business.
DJ